Hi, this is Ishan and Debashish from the Providence Stadium right outside it. It's India taking on England in the big semi-final clash. It's going to be a big match. Debashish, the semi-final cannot get better. Two big teams, a good set of players from both ends. You know, it's going to be an interesting contest to see which team comes on top.
Yeah, absolutely, and always the India-England contest has been a spicy one. Obviously, we would hope that it's going to be another cracker of a match, but let's pray that the weather god stays good. Obviously, the sun was out when both the teams trained here at the Providence Stadium, and hopefully, yes, there is a forecast of showers, but then hopefully we want to see a full game of cricket.
Yes, you know, the weather has been a bit unpredictable. In the morning today, it was drizzling, raining a bit, cloudy, you know, pretty dark, and at the moment now, as you can see, there's some bright sunlight hitting our faces. It's nice and warm. So this is how the weather will be. About tomorrow's game, you know, obviously that there might be some inconsistencies with the weather. We might expect some rain, but like we mentioned on Revsportz, there'll be a short burst, and after that we can see the game going on with no further.
But the best part is what we need to tell our viewers is that the ground, the outfield, the drainage system looks superb.
Yeah.
The amount of rain that Georgetown witnessed in the last few days, but despite that, the outfield has been tremendous. Means obviously lush green outfield. There is no waterlogging whatsoever. The ground looks in perfect shape.
That's great news. I think that's what we want as fans as well, for whoever's going to watch and come to this game. We want a good outfield which can help in rectifying the issue of rain really, really fast. Debashish, you were part of both the practice sessions of the Indian team and England team. What were some of the key takeaways from the Indian team practice?
Yeah, obviously, we're talking about the Indian team practice session yesterday, Ishan. Obviously, the entire team turned up for the practice session. Yes, Virat Kohli once again walked into bat first. He took throwdowns. There were in fact two nets yesterday. Despite just want to break up the Indian nets, there were two nets. In one of the nets, there were only throwdowns been given to the batters. Nuwan, Dayanand and Vikram Rathod were given throwdowns. In the other nets, all the bowlers, means Mohammad Siraj, Arshdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, everyone bowled in that other net. So there were two nets. In one of the nets, there were throwdowns, and Virat Kohli, he just walked straight to the net where there were throwdowns been given.
It's been a protocol for him, right, to start the throwdown?
Yes, this has been somewhat his strategy, the way of preparing, and he took throwdowns for almost 20-25 minutes, before which he shifted to the other nets. Rishabh Pant by that time was seen batting against bowlers, and it went on for almost 25-30 minutes, after which Shivam Dube and Ravindra Jadeja walked in. So that's a clear indication. That's a clear indication that both Shivam Dube and Ravindra Jadeja will be in that playing 11. Obviously, there were speculations, there were rumors that India might be prompted to get in an extra spinner in the likes of Yajuvendra Chahal. But let me just clarify you that as far as we witnessed a practice session, it is very unlikely that India will go in with an extra spinner, which means India, in all probability, will be sticking with the same playing 11.
I think that's good news. The other point that Debashish mentioned, Shivam Dube, Jadeja getting some batting in the nets. Obviously, Jadeja has not had the best of World Cup. Shivam Dube has had an average World Cup so far. He's yet to give out that big performance. I think more time in the middle, more time practicing might help in preparing them for that big semi-final game and hopefully for that final game as well. You were part of the England session as well. Debashish, what are some of the key takeaways from that?
As far as the England practice session is concerned, obviously the big Jofra Archer, he skipped the training session. It was an optional one for the English team, but the entire England squad was there except Jofra Archer. Yes, we saw Mark Wood steaming in and running in and bowling, but then it's
bowling fast.
Yes, but then I don't think that there was a net, beside the main strip. There was a net in which all the fast bowlers, Chris Jordan, Sam Curran and Mark Wood were seen bowling full tilt. But in one of the other nets, Rich Topley was seen bowling alongside Moeen Ali, Adil Rashid, and the left-arm spinner. To walk first to bat was Harry Brook and Phil Salt. Phil Salt once again was seen having a long discussion with the coaching consultant, particularly for the T20 World Cup, former India cricketer Andrew Flintoff and former West Indian legend Kieran Pollard. So both these ex-cricketers are associated with this England team. They were seen helping the English batters, so in a way passing on their inputs. Obviously, Matthew Mott, the England coach, did mention in the pre-match press conference that he is getting a lot of input. The team is getting a lot of inputs from Kieran Pollard, which in a way is helping them, because the England haven't sort of played many games here at this venue over the years. But India did play. Obviously, last time when they toured the West Indies a year back, they did play a match, and predominantly the wicket here has favored the spin bowlers. Obviously, it goes to be seen whether England also go in with an extra spinner, or they stick with the two spinners in Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali. Obviously, Liam Livingstone can also roll his arms.
Yeah, good points made there by Devashish. And obviously, Mark Wood was seen bowling the nets. He's a quick bowler. That extra pace might tend to trouble some of the Indian batters, but do you see him making a place in that playing 11? Or
very unlikely, because the wicket here will favour the slow bowlers. So I think it will be better off for both the teams to go in with an extra spinner. Obviously, for India, they will be sticking with the same three seamers attack in the likes of Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh and Hardik Pandya, and as far as the spinners are concerned, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja.
And a big opportunity for the Indian spinners as well to bowl and use the best of these conditions. I think as a spinner, if you've been given spin-friendly conditions, it's your duty to try and make the most out of it. So I think the three spinners that this Indian team also has will look to make the best use of the conditions that is at their disposal. Devashish, any key interesting matchups that you're looking forward to see? Josh Butler's in good form. Do you think maybe Akshar Patel can try and not only open, but come early on in the first 6 overs and try and dismiss Josh Butler?
Yeah, that can be one of the strategy. Obviously, getting in a spinner in the power play. But then for me, the key will once again be if you ask for a matchup, it will be Josh Butler against Jasprit Bumrah.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, two spirits in their own respective areas. Butler has been in tremendous form along with Phil Salt.
Yeah,
Matthew Mott, the England coach, was asked about the openers' form, and he said that obviously it gives them the confidence with the openers being in sublime form. Butler, we know, means obviously he is a bit vulnerable as far as batting in the power play is concerned. So Indians will look to encash on it, means look to make early inroads. But when it comes to Indian batting, obviously it will be a matchup between Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma against Rich Topley. Once again, a left-arm fast bowler against a right-arm batter. But we know what Rohit Sharma did. Virat Kohli, yes, Matthew Mott was once again asked in the pre-match press conference, are they worried about the fact that Virat Kohli is due for a big score? And he did reply, yes, they know very well that Virat Kohli is a big match player and he can turn it on, and that will be very, very destructive and obviously ominous for England if Virat Kohli strikes form in the game against England. So everything to watch out for. Rohit Sharma, in his press conference, some of the key points that Rohit Sharma did make was obviously he would like to keep it very simple, and that's been the best part of this Indian team, obviously, to keep it very simple, and that's been the philosophy of the Indian captain. Keep it simple, role clarity, and once again, don't take this match as a semi-final that will build more pressure. Just take it as another game and approach the game as they have been doing right from the start, that first game against Thailand. And obviously Rohit was also asked about whether it's going to be a revenge game, having lost to England in Adelaide Oval in 2022. He reckons that they are not looking into what happened in the past. All they are looking forward to is to go out and try and make it the best.
And another point that
possible.
Rohit Sharma mentioned was that he was backing Virat Kohli. There were some questions being raised about Virat Kohli's form. Devashish, any thoughts on what he had to say? Rohit Sharma on backing Virat Kohli?
Obviously,
very important.
He actually did not say any particularly. He did not take the name of any particular player. All he said that he would love to see contributions from everyone. He did highlight the match against Bangladesh, where only one player got 50. If I'm not wrong, Hardik Pandya was it? Who scored that 50 against Bangladesh.
Yes, and
but the rest of the players got 20s, 30s, but India eventually ended up scoring 190 plus. So that has been the most heartening aspect as far as Rohit Sharma is concerned. Obviously, if I may go through some of the key points that Rohit Sharma did mention in the press conference. Obviously, what is said, what is emphasized was it's good to play bindas cricket. Obviously, to be relaxed and this is some sort of the environment that has been created by this Indian team in recent past. And obviously, for Rohit Sharma, individual scores doesn't matter, or if a 5 for doesn't matter. It's the contributions from everyone. Means obviously, and that for that, the role clarity is very important. Obviously, there was an interesting thing when one of the journalists did ask what Inzamamul Haq, the former Pakistan captain, made a rubbish statement. I would say rubbish statement. He did mention that there was a bit of unfair means the way the Indians have been getting reverse swing, indicating Arshdeep Singh. The Rohit Sharma obviously said, how on earth can this happen? Obviously, here the conditions are pretty hot. Obviously, and they are not playing in England or Australia. Obviously, the wickets are rough here, so obviously it's bound to reverse, and it has been the case for every fast bowlers here. So he just rubbished off the statement from Inzamamul Haq. Obviously, the other key big takeaway from Australia game was that he said in a very funny way. Obviously, the biggest takeaway was that to see no Australian team will be in the semi-finals. So that is a huge relief. But India has to cross the lines. India has to cross the line against England so as to make it to the final, Ishan.
Yeah, I think it's all well set up here. Good points mentioned by Rohit Sharma as well in the press conference. And I think he's helped in clarifying a lot of doubts for all his fans as well. There's some interesting matches like Debashish has mentioned.
Yeah, another key takeaway, obviously, it's a bit funny, it may sound. He was asked whether India has an advantage in Guyana. And so the Indian captain said that obviously English players also have the experience of playing at this venue. But what he is more concerned about is that they have to catch a chartered flight to Barbados. Obviously, they don't want the match to.
Sense of humor.
Yes, they don't want the match to extend. Obviously, they have a chartered flight the same day. So he was at his funny and humorous best.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think this is what Rohit Sharma wanted to do. He wanted to make it clear. He wanted to clear all the points that were being asked of him. And good on him. He's had a good performance as well, and a lot to be expected out of Rohit Sharma, the captain, against England, at the Providence Stadium. So a lot of expectations, there were a lot of hype built up. Any key takeaways from that England press conference?
Yeah, Matthew, I just mentioned Matthew Moore's key takeaways from the press conference, where he was asked whether they are worried about the form of Virat Kohli, to which Matthew Moore did say yes, he reckons that Virat, we all know, is a big match player. So hopefully England can restrict him out for a low score. But if Virat gets going, obviously it will be ominous signs for England.
Yes, I think.
But the but what matters is that weather gods. Means we all hope that it does remain like this and we get a good game of cricket.
Yeah, I think that's what we all want. It's nice and sunny at the moment. We should just hope that it continues to remain the same way. For Virat Kohli, it's a big game, another opportunity. He's a top player. Not had the best of World Cup, but maybe against England his time might come and he might help in getting those runs for his team India. So a lot of expectations, a lot of build-up is going to happen. Debashish will be here on game day as well to give the report. So make sure that you stay tuned to Revsportz. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're doing our best. Final 2 games. Hopefully, if we reach the final. So let's give it a final push, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you all for the next one. Thank you.